Hello, everybody! Oh, it's already close. I'm gonna move the camera back a little bit. Can't really go any further. Okay. Hey, guys! It's me, Thomas Fan, #1. I'm not dead. Yes, not dead again. Sorry about the lack of uploads, but I went to Wales. If you're wondering why I went to Wales, I went to the Vale of the Rheidol Railway and the Talyllyn Railway, and I loved it. It was brilliant. It was great. And I have loads of clips, pictures, and videos. Wait, clips and videos are the same thing. Got loads of those, and I'm going to compile them all into one video, and boom. And then I'll upload it to YouTube, probably. But, while I was there, I got something. I'm going to do a review of it. Now, I've already unboxed it. I think you saw it for a split second. I have already unboxed it because I just couldn't resist, but I've done my best to re-box it for you so I can sort of open it on camera. Well, what it is it's this, and yeah, it's the Thomas Adventures. Now, this I'm surprised I actually found these. I thought the Thomas Adventures design has been withdrawn from all the shelves, but this is the original London Brighton South Coast Railway Thomas. Although it's supposed to be brown, not green, but still. This was like, yeah, it was £7, and I just found it. Like, there was like this weird shelf of miscellaneous stuff in one of the shops in the Vale of Rheidol at the end of the line. And there was like loads of weird stuff, like weird bobblehead stuffs. And then this was just at the top, like there, with some other Thomas stuff. And I was like, mine? Because it was like the last one on the shelf, so I just picked it up. So, I guess let's open it on camera. Even though I sort of already opened it and I sort of taped it all up back together. So I could sort of open it up on camera. If that would have been. Yeah, I might keep that packaging. Put that there. There we are. And here's Thomas. LBSC Thomas. He's very nice. He's very light. When I got this out of the box, I was like, I was very surprised at how lightweight this was. This is really light. I don't really have anything to compare him to because I don't really have much Taken Place stuff. Most of it's in my attic because, you know, I took out all my Trackmaster stuff, which is mostly there. But Thomas is, of course, there. That's a die-bed Thomas, and that's a custom Toby, and that's a clay train, and that's push-along Percy. One of those really old things. Oh yeah, I also got that pot from the Sonic screwdrivers. One of them's missing. You'll find out why in a second. Comment which one's missing, and hang on. Yeah, there's the third Doctor's one in the back. There's the 4th and 8th and 13th and 10th and 12th. Anyway. Yeah, if you comment below, there's some Doctor Who stickers going up there because I found those. Oh, and I've nearly run out of battery. Why am I recording at 5% battery? Let me get my charger. Plug that in. Ta-da! Everything's much brighter now. Anyway, firstly, what was I talking about? I can't remember. So, let's talk about this. The, LBSC Thomas from Thomas and Friends Adventures. Now, it is quite small, and I haven't really got anything to compare it to, because I don't really collect Take Play. I collect Trackmaster and Play-Rail stuff, because I like the larger scale, because I have big hands, well, you know, sort of big hands. But, you know, it is the Adventures, so it has the weird, like, hook, knuckle coupler things, like, on the die-pad Thomas has those knuckle couplers. But, you know, it has the green. There's no. It's a very, very low sashi, nearly as low as the die-pad, but the die-pad's a little lower than this. You know, it doesn't really work on any of my old Taker Play track, because, you know, the wheel's great, but it probably worked on Superstation track, but I don't have any of that. One thing I did notice, there's small inaccuracy, apart from, obviously, the squashed cab and the dome, which I don't really mind, because I thought, I'm probably going to sound like an idiot, but I didn't particularly mind the dumb magnets, and I thought this was actually a bit disappointing, and then they released the fact that you could get adapters for this in the magnet engines, and I was like, oh, okay. But never mind the rollover cab, that's what I call it, because it looks like Thomas has gone, oof, and it squashes cab and dome. Oh, and his whistle there, too. His whistle is there, but it's very, very hard to see, and it's unpainted. But that's okay. Well, but the small inaccuracy is the boiler stripes. In the movie, they're like the normal boiler stripes on Thomas. But on this one, there's like 2 there and 2 there. But that's fine. The paint applications is very nice on this. Although, when my brother was looking at it, he threw it across the room to my bed in the hotel room for some reason. And he got that very small paint chip right there, which is kind of annoying, but you know. Another thing I noticed is it's kind of a little bit wonky. Just like that's just like slightly up, and on the other side, that's just slightly down, but you know, that's fine. Zoom. But yeah, non-painted buffers, very nice CGI Thomas face. I like that face. I might customize it or something. Might give it the black buffers and perhaps a right running board if I could find out a way to drill out those, because they don't have screws like the old ones. But you know, unpainted buffers, I'm fine with that. I could just get some black Sharpie. In fact, I could do it right now on camera if I really wanted to, which I'm going to, so give me a second and I'll find my Sharpie. Okay, so I found my Sharpie. Here it is. And I'm just gonna see if I can make these buffers black and not screw it up. Not the best Sharpie in the world, I need a new one. But, you know. Oh yeah, there's one. There's one of them. That looks nice. There's another one. They look much nicer with the painted buffers. Let's paint this third one. Sorry if you can't see part of this on camera, I have to not get any of the Sharpie onto the red part around it. I don't want to do that. There's another painted buffer. These will probably rub off in about 2 weeks. So I'll focus a little bit, hang on. There we are. Oh well, I've got a bit of Sharpie on that, but there we go. There he is with painted buffers. Looks much more nice. Wouldn't you think? I think it does. Oh, Percy looks a lot more vibrant green in this lighting. Yeah. So there is, you know. Adventures Thomas. I love this. I love it to bits, and I'll try to keep this in as mintest condition as I can. And he'll make a fine addition to my ever-expanding Thomas collection. The Trackmaster isn't all of it. There's a lot more in the attic. I just haven't got room in my room. Because small room, not big room. Not big brain room. Small room. Which sucks. But anyway, on to the next thing. Now, all of you are wondering, what in the world could this second thing be? Well, if you noticed earlier at the sonic screwdriver pot, you would have noticed that one of the Sonics was missing, and it was the 11th Doctor's Sonic. Now, I think I did a video on my 11th and 10th Doctor Sonic, so this one, the core broke on this. The core broke on this, so, you know, you can see it's broken. So I kept this part nice and safe. I might replace this part at the top because it's just breakable. But I'm just going to get another 10th Sonic and pop that core into this handle, so I'll have a nice modified Sonic, which will be nice. But I guess I can put that there for now. Yeah. But basically, what it is this. My 11th Doctor Sonic, my personal favourite Sonic screwdriver. I love this. I mean, this was technically the first Sonic that I ever saw, because the first episode of Doctor Who I watched was Christmas Invasion, when it came out in 2005. I watched it at my cousin's house, all the way in Birmingham. But I much prefer the nice, bigger style of the 11th Doctor Sonic screwdriver. I really like it. So, what have I done to this? Well, you may have noticed already, but on the handle, I just focus in on that. You can see that little bulge there. You can see a bit of focus. Focus. It's not focusing in properly. I don't think it will. There we go. You can notice that there's a bit of tape right there. What that is well, you have your normal buttons there and there. So if you press that one, it just activates the normal noises. And, well, with mine, you can flick it open, because what I did, I completely removed the inside of that. I just ripped it all out. And now I can flick the Sonic open. Well, technically I can. All I have to do is press the button and then flick. Get a really hard flick and you can get it to go fully open. Then, basically, what I did is, I took a screwdriver and a flat-bladed knife. So I took a screwdriver like this one, and a flat-bladed knife, and I just went like that. I just, you know, did that the whole way through the plastic until I made a small hole, then I stuck my flat-bladed knife in there and made a bigger hole. Then you know, if I just take this out. Hang on. Firstly, before I do anything, let me just show you what happens when you press down on that. And there we go. Now, the original one, you had to press a red button on the bottom when it's, because you could use it in close mode, but you couldn't use this button when it was in open mode, and you had to hold it like this, and I just thought that was rubbish, because you had to go like that, and, you know, it wasn't accurate at all. Oh yeah, I sort of super glued the red button back on after cutting it, and then, yeah, that's sort of self-explanatory. But basically, oh, another thing to mention, you can probably do this with your Sonic if you have one, but easy thing to do is just take some, like, I used Gorilla Tape, but you can use any sort of duct tape and just take it and put it on there, and, you know, it's quite thick, so what it does is it pushes the claws up and closer to the emitter, making it look more accurate. So, yeah. But basically, oh yeah, and I used a bit of Gorilla Tape to represent the grub screw on the back of the Sonic on the white part, which needs a repaint. Oh, okay, I'll eventually get around to repainting this white bit. Eventually. And maybe the black bit and some of the bronze bits, because here, it's sort of, you know, flaking off. But that's okay, I don't mind. It sort of gives the Sonic like a damaged, you know, sort of look. But, you know, I can flick it open, and I love that. But basically, how I did that was, basically, I took my flat-bladed knife, and then a Sharpie, of course, because it scratched off the paint at the top, and I just took it, and I just stuck it in between there, and I just kept running it along. I was actually watching Doctor Who while doing this. I was watching some of the 13th Doctor episodes, and I just took, if I used the Sonic here, just pretend this is a flat-bladed knife, and I just went along there and sticking it in between those two gaps. And then eventually, this just popped off. Then what it is, I took a pair of pliers, and after pulling that about an hour, I used my teeth, and I just pulled that off. And, you know, the whole assembly came off. It's still opened and everything, but of course it's a bit sharp. Basically, the Sonic split in half. And of course what I've done is, I have completely removed, oh yeah, there's some tape on the inside there. I've completely removed the insides of the Sonic. Like, completely. And on this side too. Now, if I do take the buttons out, you've got to be careful when you take these out, because there's little springs on, and if you lose those springs, well, Bob's your uncle, your Sonic isn't going to work. Wait, that didn't make sense. Well, your Sonic won't work if you lose these springs. So, I've kept them safe. Basically, you didn't really need this side of the handle. What you did need, though, was the buttons, where they would go. And I just took the screwdriver, which I put away again for some reason, because I'm stupid and very unorganized. I'm not actually stupid, but you know. And I just took it and I, you know, do that, and then I put in the flat-bladed knife. If you really want to know how to do this, just go watch Votesax's modification version 1 on his Sonic screwdriver, because YouTuber Votesaxon07, he's a Doctor Who YouTuber. You might already know him, but I don't. Basically, for his Sonic, he did that. He took a screwdriver and then a flat-bladed knife and just drilled a hole in. And of course, with his, he put over leather, but I just put in a bit of tape because I don't have any leather. Because I don't wear leather jackets. I'm not Christopher Eccleston, okay? If you're a Whovian, you'll get that reference. And if you don't know what a Whovian is, search it up on Google. So, and I just then found like a small tube, bit of plastic, whatever, and I just stuck it on the inside of there. That Gorilla Tape, and then put a bit more on there to secure it to stop it from falling out. And I super glued in the red button on the bottom, so it sort of, you know, looks like it's supposed to be there when this is like that. And then you can like take off the cap, but I might just super glue that back on, and you know, the red button's there for aesthetic purposes. And then yeah, I was done, and I just, you know, put the Sonic back together. So I put in the buttons. Buttons are definitely the trickiest part to get right, though. Then, took the other half of the handle. No. Put it over the top, and then I just put these two parts back on, and boom, the Sonic was like that. Then, I took this part, and boom, done. You can flick it open, and you can flick it open in any part. So you can flick it over that much, or even to its full length. So yeah, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like it, and it's probably one of the best modifications that I've ever done Definitely one of them. So yeah, there it is. It is a bit faulty sometimes, but you know, I just, you know, take it apart, stick my finger in and push that back up because it just stays down and it won't do anything. But yeah. Now, there is a bit of super glue holding the interior green part together because it's all split in two, but the wires are fine. That's why it is a bit like that, because super glue started to run down the side and made friction, so it is like, you have to pull it out completely, and then it will work. But, you know, yeah. I guess that's how to re-modify your 11th Doctor Sonic screwdriver. So, yeah. So, I guess this has been a review on the classic LBSC E2 Thomas from The Adventure Begins. Sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier, with black buffers. And sort of how to modify an 11th Doctor Sonic screwdriver. I think I already did a video where I put a Lego stud. Sorry, Thomas. I put a Lego stud in there, and it looked really bad. Because, you know, it was not accurate at all, again, but it was best for whatever year. I think that was 2018 I did that. That was best for me back then, but now this is much better. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye for now.